Hi everybody, welcome back to RPL Youth Service YouTube channel or IGTV. This week is the last week of summer reading program. Can you imagine that? It's already week 9. So in this week project, we're going to make a levitation ball. It's something fun like this, and this is not too hard to build, but then if you need help, it's quite tricky to prevent the leaking and stuff like that. You might want to ask your parents or your friends to help you. Before I jumped into this project, I just want to remind you there's still time to sign up for summer reading program, virtual program. It's called Read Square. So go to our website and then sign up in there. You still have time to log in and then record everything that you did this past summer, and then you will get a prize. Okay? Without further ado, we're going to do this project. As usual, all you need is first is construction paper. In the previous example, I used yellow, but you can use whatever color you like. In this matter, I use orange. And of course, you need glue and scissors. And this type of project, you don't need special glue. Paper glue like this works. And then color tape. If you don't have a color tape like this, transparent tape works. So it doesn't need to be fancy. And then we need adhesive putty like this, the one that stick it to the wall in your room or in your classroom. We need paper straws. Plastic straw will not work because we need to cut the straw and then put it in our project. And then we need markers. If you don't have markers, you can use pencil as well. And we need ping pong ball. If you don't have ping pong ball, there's always alternative. You can use pom pom. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, let's move aside everything. Okay, first thing first is you will have 8.5 by 11 construction paper. So all you need is just fold the paper like so, because we don't need the whole sheet. We just need like half a sheet. So fold it like this, and then cut it size. So cut it in half, like so. Okay. So we just need one of them, so just put the other one away. We just need one of them. So then you take your glue, and then you want to glue it on the outer edges. So it doesn't need to be all of them, just like the edges side like this. Put a couple of glue, make it sturdy. Okay, and then use a marker to roll it out. Okay, if you don't have a marker, as I said, you can use pencil. So just try as best you can. It doesn't need to be neat whatsoever. Like this. Make sure you push it so the glue stays on to the paper. Like so. Okay, once you think it's sturdy enough and the glue is adhere to the paper, and you just take marker away like so. Okay, so you should have a nice tube like this. All right, okay, so you take your tape now. Okay, what you want to do is you want to cover one side with tape, and then the other side just put it blank like that. Okay, it's kind of be quite tricky, but if you need help, just let your siblings know, your friends know, or your parents know. Okay, so first thing first is you're going to cover the side that you just put the glue on. So make sure it stays there, so it doesn't move everywhere, because sometimes the glue is not strong enough to hold the paper together. Okay, like so. And then you might not want to leave it a little bit because you have to cover one side of the hole. Okay, put it like so. You can use scissors or you can rip it. There's always an option there. Okay, so then you might want to cover the whole thing. Just make sure you cover it securely so there's no air leaking out from the tube. Okay, if you see one side is covered and the other one not really, just take another tape and then cover the other side like so. All right, so it should be something like this. Okay, so you might wonder what happened to the other side then if we're not covering. So the other side, you just have to cover the outer edges, but then you don't need to cover the whole thing. So you might want to gentle push the tape over there. Get more tape. Okay, and then you just cover the edges. Remember, not the whole thing, just the edges, okay, for the other side. Take scissors and then push gently to the tube like so. Okay, so you will have something like this, okay? One side is covered and the other side, there's still a hole in it. All right, so this is the tricky part. We have to make a hole near the one tube that we just covered. What you want to do is you might want to take a pen or a scissors. Just be careful, don't stab yourself. Okay, just gently like make a hole in there. Or just cut it a little bit if it's hard for you. Like this. And make a hole like that. So you will have a hole in the middle. Remember, on the side that you just covered, okay? The tube. All right. So just be careful with the scissors because this layer kind of quite a bit tricky because we just roll the paper, so it might have like a bunch of layer there. So just be careful with the scissors, okay? Okay, the next thing is we're going to take our straws. It doesn't matter what color, but I would suggest using a paper straws because paper straw will manage to get the airflow really smoothly rather than the plastic straw. Okay, so you might want to eyeball it about 1.5 inches or 2 inches. It's up to you, and then you just cut it in the middle, like so. Okay, and then what you want to do is you're going to make a slit like about 1/2 inches, like 2 of them, so there's going to be a flap. Okay, so make like a slit on one side and then on the other side like that. So you will make a flap like this. So see, okay, and then if you're guessing it right, yep, we're going to put it in the hole that we just made. Just be gentle, don't push it in really roughly because it will damage your tube. So you want to put it gently in there, so like that. Okay, okay, the next thing is we're almost done. Thank you for your patience. You might take your putty like this. If you cannot find putty, you can use Play-Doh. You can be as creative as you want. It doesn't need to be putty, it's just something to hold the straws in. So want to stretch it out. Okay, like this. Do the same thing with the other putty. Like this. And then you cover the whole thing, including the flap. Make sure there's no leaking, so then the air will be trapped inside the straws and the hole. Okay. Play-Doh will work the best, I think, just because it will have so much adhesive to it. But if you don't have Play-Doh, you can use putty, or if you don't have putty, you can use slime as well. So you can be as creative as you can be. Okay, so it should look something like this, okay? And now we're done with our project. Take our pom-pom here. I tried with the ping pong ball yesterday, but it's not, the result is not what I wanted for. So we're going to try with the pom-pom here. So I just put it in here. So if everybody doesn't know, levitation is something that happened without a support. So I'm just going to blow it up. Something like that. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Have a good weekend, everybody.